Everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy hump day. It's been a long time since we had the humpiest of all the hump day crews together back here one more time. It's been too long, buddy, so thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. It's going to be a great fucking night. And also joining us here at Kruse Control, help me out in the chat, fellow producer and guest co-host tonight, Mr. Jake Slonecki, Iron Oak himself. Jake, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
Hey there, how's it going? I'm doing great.
Doing well. How you been, man? How's life?
It's good. It's warming up finally around here, and
Jake.
What up, Peppy? How are you?
Peppy's excited to see you.
Yeah.
It's warming up there finally. That's freaking great, man.
Yeah. Well, it's been kind of.
What's up, JR?
It's doing a. It doesn't want it. You know how it is. It's just it doesn't know one day to the next what it wants.
Ups and downs. Yeah. It's that time of the year, right? What's up, Queen? What's up, Angel? Welcome back, everybody. I know it's that time, man. Well, you had a good day though overall, though. Besides the weather.
Yeah.
The Michigan weather. We got the Michigan in here tonight, man.
Yeah, Michigan crew for sure.
The Michigan militia.
Oh.
Nope. Nope. Don't go there.
No. Without the FBI people. Without the FBI people.
We're not saying no. We have one Californian here though, Mr. Pepstar.
Greetings and salutations.
Greeting, Peppy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Peppy's back here having a good time joining us too. So good to see you, Pepstar. Love seeing you. Happy you had a good time. I had a good time, man.
Just stop.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to say it. It's good to see you, man. I love seeing you. So I mean, let's be nice. Be nice, everybody. Okay, be nice. All right, cool. It's good.
Tell your friends to watch us live.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Spread that word. Also, coming back to Kruse Control, it wouldn't be a hump day if it wasn't back here. It's been a long time. We had a lot of hump days. We haven't seen it, but I'm happy to welcome back to Kruse Control, Mr. Sean Sutherland, everybody. Welcome back, Sean.
Love seeing you, Sean.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. Hello, Pepe. I've been in jail.
Love seeing you, Sean.
And, jail is rough. And
you didn't mention that in the green room, Sean.
Yeah, just don't go to jail. Don't do anything.
Don't do it.
No, of course I've not been in jail. I've been busy.
Yeah.
Shit happens. Life happens, my man. And you know that well. And happy to be back. Happy to get into it with the rest of the crew. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, good to see you, man. It's been too long. It's been a crazy. My schedule's been up and down. The show's been all over the place. Trying to get back to our normal schedule. So hopefully we're back here again every Wednesday at the same time, if not normal time, 6:30. But welcome back. Good to see you, man. Hopefully, been great. Anything changed since I seen you last?
I got a Baker's cyst on the back of my right leg, and I had to get an MRI of it the other day, and I don't know what it means, but I got a bunch of pictures of the inside of my knee. If I can bring those up later, if you want to see them.
Later.
That's really it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Sean.
And Mike's back too, everybody. He wanted to pop in there and say hi. Welcome back, Mr. Mike Casey. How you doing, Mike?
Am I breaking the rules? Is this? I mean, I think that this show is kind of informal sometimes. I think it's fun if we break the rules a little bit. But then also, I don't want to bust up your format, Brian.
We do break the rules every once in a while. We do.
How you doing, Mike?
You want to clip it tight. Hey, everybody in the chat. Happy to see you guys. It's been a little bit. I was in Europe.
Colonel Guile, welcome to Kruse Control again.
Guile. Yeah. Music for you. Touchy Ghost is going to drop a new single here. You can hear a little bit of it.
Oh, what you got?
Hey,
Wow.
now, hey,
Yeah,
hey, now.
he was pretty happy with that. I really like that queen.
Peppy stopped that shit. He was like, "Hey man, this is my show."
Thanks for having me on, Peppy.
It's good to see him, Mike. Well, it's good to see you, Mike. Good to see you all. Welcome back. Happy you had some safe travels, and good to see you back on a hump day. Hope you all had the hump days. Back, man. Looking good too. Appreciate you all for being here. Again, it's hump day. There's a lot going on. Thank you all in the chat for being here too. Appreciate you so much. It's good. We've been kind of fluctuating with our schedules up and down, but we're back here trying to kick some ass on Monday, Wednesday, Friday again. And of course, it is hump day. It's that day of the week that doesn't matter what it is. It could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't matter. There's always a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody, buddy. So the very first thing I want to talk about is the biggest thing going around online today is TikTok. Because TikTok right now is, if you're TikTok investors, you're not too happy right now because the Senate, the House, and now the president passed a bill that's going to stop TikTok, well, divert it, make it sell off a bunch of its assets so it breaks apart a little bit because they're worried about, of course, you probably heard about this news a lot of times, about public information of Americans getting over the Chinese. Has been a big thing. So they passed the bill, and now they have 9 months to divest all of TikTok. Will it happen? Now, of course, they came forward the whole statement saying we have our First Amendment, rights. We're going to go to court. We're going to fight this. We'll have to wait and see how it goes down. But again, 9 months, and will they make it happen, or will TikTok be going to the wayside? We'll have to wait and find out. It's crazy because it's pretty big. A lot of people are out there making good stuff on TikTok, and people love it in America, so we'll see where this goes. But people also love Taylor Swift, everybody, and Tay-Tay herself, everybody. She is doing so well with their new album right now. I mean, I have friends that just love this shit. I've been working on a show right now, and one of the main girls over there, she just has been singing this new Taylor Swift album constantly every day. 31 songs. It's insane. She released 16.
Too many
songs. Sean, it's a lot. It was 15, and 2 hours later, she dropped 16 more. I mean, good for her having content, but that's a lot of fucking songs. A lot of songs. Tay-Tay all day. But in the first day, she was the most streamed of all time. 200 million streams in her first day. And it was record she beat. She beat her own record, of course. Her last record held by Midnight's in 1989, which of course was hers. And now she broke it again. So I guess Taylor Swift is running the game when it comes down to having the most streams over there on Spotify and on the interwebs. So good for Tay-Tay. She will just keep going forward, kicking ass, and people keep listening to it. But you know what? There's somebody else that's in the news right now that's having some legal troubles, and that's Megan Thee Stallion, everybody, because Megan Thee Stallion is being sued right now, being sued by her former cameraman. Now, he would follow her around, personal cameraman Emilio Garcia. And he was saying that he's been underpaid, he's been misclassified, he's had severe emotional distress and anxiety due to overwork since the moment he started working for Megan Thee Stallion. He put forward a situation. He was talking about how he was in a car one time with her and 3 other girls, and apparently they all started having an orgy in front of him, and he was really upset that he couldn't get out of the car. And the doors were locked and the car was rolling, and he was in a foreign country, so he couldn't jump out. And he said he's very disturbed after witnessing the foursome, I guess, in front of him. All right, man. Worst things could happen to you. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, Megan Thee Stallion's team's coming forward and saying that this is not right. He's just looking for employment claim for money and trying to abuse her reputation. And overall, these claims are false, and this guy's nothing but bitching Peppy. Peppy want to be in that freaking car. I bet Peppy would pump away it. I mean, that's all I'm saying. He's a humper. He loves stallions too. But
Stallions. Stallion fan, Peppy?
It's the Stallion fan. He told me all the time. I don't know. Peppy's a Stallion fan. But she got legal trouble, but somebody else that might have some legal trouble is Amazon right now, because Eddie Murphy's new project they were shooting, and they had a little issue, a little hiccup, where some people were actually injured during a second unit shoot. And for me, I'm like, I can't even imagine what they were going through, because you think you're shooting, it's gonna be fine and it's supposed to be safe. It was a stunt situation went down, and unfortunately a bunch of people were hurt, and they're saying they're gonna be okay, they're saying right now, but they're not telling us any kind of details why this happened, how this happened. The production did not shut down. This just happened during a second unit thing, and they're still shooting and moving forward. Of course, where a second unit is, where they have a second camera group to shoot up some pickup shots. So Hopefully they're okay, and we'll have to see if Amazon has any ramifications from this, because it is always scary to get hurt on set. You're supposed to be safe. You're supposed to be safe. That's all I'm saying. And, also when you're doing auditions, you should be safe. And Anne Hathaway came forward and said that, auditions weren't that safe back in the day, because she said that she had always to make out all these guys. And she said it was weird. So she would say, like, she would go into auditions and they'd be like, make out with these 10 guys and we'll see if it's which one looks the best on camera. And she was talking about how sleazy it used to be and they don't do that anymore, and how she just hurt her as a young actor coming up in Hollywood. They used to do this shit all the time. They would do, it wasn't the casting couch. It was, they'd do chemistry reads, see how these people interact, if they believe them. And I guess sometimes they would go further with kissing. This is not like, they're not like dry humping on the dance floor, everybody. This is just like seeing how they connect. And I guess it could affect a lot of people. It's part of the job, I would say to her, unfortunately. And I get it. It might be weird, but you're an actor. You kiss people all the time. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend have to get used to it too. It's tough. But this stuff doesn't happen. Everybody kisses, right, Sean? It's not like you're saying, touch the tip. You're saying just kiss the lips.
It's all handshakes and hugs, right? Yeah, come on, just keep kissing.
It's all handshakes.
Touching tips is how they did the chemistry reads on the movie that I was on.
Colonel Giles not a Swiftie fan either. Yeah. Sounds like she was taking advantage. Queen says, yeah, this happened to a lot of people, and it was very unfortunate. Yeah, but hopefully she's okay. She seems fine. But she's also never been in a situation like I would say like Mila Kunis when she put her mouth in her face. In her mouth, or foot in her mouth, that's the thing. That's how it goes. When she was talking about Danny Masterson, but whatever. So anyways, they're not coming back to that 90s show. She's not coming back. Ashton Kutcher's not coming back. Came forward, talk about it, and said they established their new son on the show. They had their moment the first season. They will not come back and do more. And so if you're expecting to see more of them popping in this new season of that 90s show, it's not going to happen, which kind of makes sense. But then again, I'm surprised they don't want the paycheck, pop in and just do something good, because it was a big hit, that 90s show. It was a big, the 80s show, that 70s show, and that 80s show kind of bombed. And that 90s show was doing very well. I mean, the 90s were great for TV. Ask Seinfeld, because Seinfeld is so great. But Jerry Seinfeld came forward recently talking about the show, and he was saying that, he's not really that happy with the ending. He says he doesn't regret it. He thinks it's arrogant to think that you could have done something different at the time, but you couldn't. And that's why you do what you did when you actually make something. But that jail cell scene, he still said, was it the best way to leave it? He's not really sure at the end of the day. And there's been these rumors for a while. They're going to do more. We talked about on the show before. So maybe this is going to lead the way for more Seinfeld, or at least some kind of finale that you'll see him come back and fix this ending. We'll have to wait and see. He's got his Buttered Toast Man movie coming out already, or Pop-Tart movie. So he's got a lot of things happening in his world. So maybe he doesn't have time for that right now. But, big show. Seinfeld was a big show, and it was canceled. But one show that will not be canceled anytime soon is The Family Guy, because Seth MacFarlane came forward and said that, guys, it's doing so well, and it's obviously one of those big things that people want to see it, that he has no plans in ending the show anytime soon. He's actually going to do two actual movies, made for TV movies for the movie too. Yeah, Pepe's going to love this shit. Terrible finale. Colonel Giles said, yeah, Colonel Giles, I agree. It was a terrible, terrible finale. I know a lot of people said that too, but it was a great show. And honestly, that happens all the time. Happens. But Family Guy, don't worry about ending anytime soon, because again, Seth MacFarlane says not happen at this point. I don't see a good reason to stop, so he will not stop the production anytime soon. He says people love it, so why are we going to stop it? And we're getting those specials, so great for it. Pepe's excited about it. It's the season 22nd finale is airing this Wednesday, April 17th. And then today, hump day, right? Is that today? No, it was last week. I was way off. That was last week it aired. And then they actually have the other ones coming later on for the 25th anniversary. So get ready for more Family Guy. Not going anywhere anytime soon. Excited. And something else that might be coming back, and I'm kind of excited about it, is Monk, everybody. Because Monk, it came back with his last case. But now the creator came forward and was like, well, Andy Breckman came forward and said, guys, this is my retirement plan, Monk. I'll keep doing this. I like to explore another chapter. The spinoff movie did so well. It's just think about this whole thing. Tony Shalhoub is fantastic playing this part. It was fun. It's a fun show. It was a big hit over there at USA. Now it's live on Peacock, and it's doing really well on the cock, so people want to see more of it apparently. So I think we're going to get more of this. Get ready for it. And it was a huge show at the time, so why would you stop? I mean, you did like 9 seasons or something like that, so I guess they had to stop eventually, but if people want to see more, why not let them come back and solve some more cases, Monk? Solve some more cases. Big show. But also coming back is Wednesday for a second season, and we have more casting news, everybody. More casting news because Tandy Newton is signed on for Wednesday season 2. Now, we don't know what she's playing. We'll have to wait and find out. Of course, talk about, how we had Buscemi sign on last week. Now we got Tandy Newton coming on. Big cast for season 2. excited to see what they do with this new season because the last one was good. And of course, there's rumors this could be it for it, but we'll have to wait and see because I know Jenna Ortega is having some issues. How old is Monk now? I don't know, Jake. You know how old Monk is? Anybody know how old Monk is? Someone could look that up. That'd be freaking great. I don't know. You've
seen like the show? Like when did it start?
Like how old is Tony the Shalhoub?
No, the Shalhoub?
Yeah, how old is the Shalhoub?
Oh, I don't know.
70 years old. He's 70.
You think he's 70? Or did you look
He
that up?
is. He turned.
Yeah,
he turned 70. Yeah, he'll be 71 this year in October. Look at that.
He's got plenty of cases.
Way to go, Tony.
Get it, Tony. Looking good. Looking fly. Looking good in that brown suit. Keep rocking and rolling and solving those cases. And Spider-Man keeps swinging through the air and saving Mary Jane because Spider-Man 4 is moving forward, everybody. And now Tom Holland is being more and more involved with the creative aspect. Of course, he said he wasn't sure he was going to do more of this. Now he said he's earliest he's ever been brought on board to actually have creative input for the show moving forward for Spider-Man 4. Of course, he's been worried, very vocally worried about if the next one should be made because the third one was so good. How do you actually go when you have that high note? But he is on board now, and he's going to be brought in with the creative process so they do it right for him too, which happens a lot of times for actors. Think about it, they become executive producers, and they get the back end points, and they get paid for actually being on screen. So good for him, everybody. I'm excited to see what Spider-Man 4 brings. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. And I thank you all for being here on a hump day. It's a hump day. I want to say Monday because we were off Monday, but on a hump day. It's humpalicious. Peppy loves it. It is. It's fucking super humpy. And we hump it up on hump day. We hump it up on hump day, Peppy. Let's get it in, Peppy. And we should get it in because now it's that time where I give all my guests 1 minute on the clock to give me what to say. Is there hot takes? Let's get it. Now it's time for those hot takes. This is that time. If you've never been to the show before, first time on Kruse Control, all my guests get 1 minute to break down all their hot takes and all the latest breaking news. I'm talking about every 11 topics that we just talked about right now. Can they hit them all before the buzzer goes off, the bomb blows up, and their time is up? Or will the bomb blow up? They get the freaking their time is done and they lose. And if it was Friday, they drink. It's not Friday, so we'll give them some thumbs down. You decide who actually wins. Hot takes. And Sabrina's not here, so it's a crapshoot between all the Michigan men who will win hot takes tonight. I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, maybe someone has a chance tonight.
Well,
maybe.
Peppy, finally.
I think Peppy won't do hot takes. I keep asking this fool.
Hey now.
Yeah, I know Pep Star. I know, man. So Jake, who should go first in the hot takes?
I don't know. Should we do rock, paper, scissors or just pick somebody?
That's a new thing.
You're the co-host, bro.
Okay.
Choose.
Let's have Sean.
Done. It's been a while, Sean.
I'm so out of practice. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, I believe in you. I know you're going to do just as good as you did back in the day, which was a Wednesday.
So long.
Anyways, putting that minute in the clock. Here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Congratulations, Biden. You just lost the election. Don't go after TikTok, you fucks. This is a bad idea. Taylor Swift tops the charts. Not surprising. What is surprising? Yes, an additional 16 songs no one asked for. Congratulations. Megan Thee Stallion sued probably because her tongue's too large and she does that thing with her face. I don't know. Interested in the Eddie Murphy suit. At least he didn't pull a Rust. Am I right? And halfway on Hollywood casting. There's a ton of stories like this going out, and the Quiet on the Set documentary, and this is a very big time for these kind of things, so I'm glad that people are talking out. That 90s show, skip it. I don't really care about it. Jerry Seinfeld and Seinfeld ending, that was a long time ago. Give the man a break, let him eat a bagel. Family Guy specials, they better do a Dune show. I want to see a Dune thing.
That'd be awesome.
I feel like he could be our generation's Poirot. Give him some, he shows up throughout time, do some chases. I'm fine with that. Wednesday, that cast is looking incredible. Can't wait to see the new Spider-Man 4 update. Tom Holland, don't fuck this up.
I think it's close enough. I got it. Give him some laughing faces. A little wink, everybody.
Whoa, what the fuck
Good
is
job. Good job, Sean. Good job, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he got it. Woo! He got it, everybody.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
I am not ready for this technology. That was aggressive.
How's it feel to get those hot takes? Queen loved it. Queen loved
It was
it.
great. It was great. You gave me a couple seconds there, right? I don't know.
I gave you a couple seconds.
They fit.
I get like a mulligan
Oh,
with a couple
go cover
seconds.
it.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you, guys.
Before
Thank
the
you, guys.
explosion had completed exploding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
mid Oppenheimer. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, good job.
Got it.
Good job. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Thank everybody in the chat. Give him a round of applause. Good job. And Angel liked the emoji too. Yeah, we're just trying some things. Always trying things in the show, you know. What do you think, Jake? Who's gonna go first on the hot takes?
First, Sean went.
Who's gonna go next? Hump day.
Not going again. Not going again.
No. Let's see. I'll go, and then Mike can
Oh,
finish
shit.
it off doing well.
Jake, I'm going to show you how to do it. Jake's going to go next. All right, Jake.
Sean came in hot today. It's going to be tough to beat.
Right.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
You, Sean.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Here we go, Jake. Putting that minute on the clock for you. Here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right. Here we go. TikTok. Yeah, leave that alone. I'm pretty sure Trump tried to do that too, and there was a big whatever. I don't care though. I don't use TikTok. T Swift. Don't really care about that, but keep doing your thing. You're killing it, I guess. Megan Thee Stallion. Don't do weird stuff, and people will probably leave you alone. Eddie Murphy injuries. Let's see. Ogres have layers, donkey. And Hathaway in Hollywood casting. Just kissing a lot of
That got
people.
me.
That's pretty cool. That 90s show, didn't watch it, but I will. I liked that 70s show. Probably more than I would like this one. Seinfeld. It's so long ago. Just keep sticking to his comics in cars with coffee. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's fun.
That's just good.
Yeah. Family Guy. It's never going to end. It's the new Simpsons. Monk. I never watched it, but I hear I should. So moving on to Wednesday's second season. I wonder what characters these new hires are going to be. I don't really know. And then Spider-Man 4, as Sean said, don't screw it up. That was good.
Don't screw it up because you get the Pirates confetti, the Philly Archie. You get it right. Get it, Jake. Jake, how does it feel? You got the love happening right here. Lots of love for Jake.
Oh wow, there's a lot of it. Look at him.
He's
how happy
not a
that
scared
is.
monkey. He's
Nothing is
Jake
that happy.
Slonecki. Give some hot hands up. Good, Jake. Great job with the hot takes. Great job with the hot takes, man. Appreciate you. There we go. Give him a round of applause to everybody. Charles, like, what has happened? We're like the entire Ass family, yeah.
I love your jokes, but we want to get through these hot takes. Come on, man.
Damn, Pep's up.
You're an impatient dog.
Pepe's so fired up.
He's always fired up. All right, Mike, how you feeling? Ready for these hot takes?
I don't know. I don't have any snickety snacks, so I have a feeling that my cube mate over here isn't going to love my performance either way.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Get your trombone ready, Brian. I have good faith. I'm going to try. This kid actually played trombone, though, is the thing. I know he's probably got
Mike,
one.
how's the trunk of your car treating you?
Oh, Pep Star. Anyways, Mike, here we go. Take a minute, take a breath, feel good. Whew. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
TikTok bill, okay, yeah. China already owns our asses, every one of us. Just deal. Taylor Swift tops the charts, yeah, because robots are listening to it. Robotic robots and human robots. There, I said it. Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, too horny. The stories are too horny today. Next question. No, Eddie Murphy, don't get injured. We got to be safe. At least it's not Russ. That's fucking Sean. He already landed there. Anne Hathaway came up. She had a better method of testing for chemistry, right? They danced together. Way better than smashing. You're going to have way less herpes transmission. 90s show, 1890s show, I'm about it. Jerry Seinfeld, he had an opportunity to redo it with Curb Your Enthusiasm, kind of, right? No spoilers, but it
You kind of did.
Family Guy, yeah, I don't blame Seth MacFarlane. Like, keep pumping him out if people like it. Like, who cares? And he says he's giving away money. Great. Monk, Everybody loves Monk. Give us more. Wednesday, Dilligaff. Is that an adequate response?
Yes.
Didn't watch
It
the
works.
first
It
one.
doesn't.
Yes.
And Spider-Man 4.
I love it.
Okay, more Tom Holland. He was a great Spider-Man. I am curious about his creative input, though. We'll find out.
You got more time. I'm still giving you fireworks, confetti, stage lights, balloons, his broken heart,
Oh no.
and lots of muscle from Mr. Mike Casey. Great job, Mike. Rocking it out. How's it feel getting those hot takes going?
It feels incredible to have emojis rubbed on my face like that. Thank you, Brian.
It's very topical.
Hey, man, don't do that to the audience.
Oh, shit.
Great hot takes, man. Great hot takes. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here. Great hot takes across the board. I'm going to start in the chat right now a poll. You let us know who you think won hot takes, and we'll go from there. But yeah, dude, Monk, I don't think they'll ever stop Monk. I think Monk just has to keep rocking and rolling forever. Of course, they're having fun. Why would you stop something like this, you know? Why would you stop something like this? Do you think they would ever do this, Sean?
No, I think that they again, right? I'm a big believer in if you got a good character, a good story, good writing, you can do pretty much whatever you want with it. Make it an anthology. Don't worry about where it falls in the timeline of the Monkiverse, if you will, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be happy for it.
Yeah, I fucking agree, man.
I've been watching Wings, man. Some Tony Shalhoub from the early.
Oh, that's some
when you
good
could get
stuff.
away with like
Damn,
an Italian
that's a
character
callback.
as like the foreign guy, like just the random European foreign guy. You don't see that trope anymore.
No.
What's his name from Perfect Strangers? Belky Bartakamos.
Belky? Yeah, they don't.
Man,
do it
that's a deep dive right there.
No.
A freaking deep dive, man. And Mike, how many times?
We're dating ourselves here.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes, sir.
Mike, how many times did you go to an audition and make out with 10 people? Is that a big thing?
I mean, I only got
You're
here at
welcome.
like 8 o'clock, right before you started broadcasting. So 4. You're asking today, right?
Well, yeah, today.
Yeah.
Yo, Top Boogie.
I mean, that's just a Tuesday,
I
right?
think we should
Exactly.
hang out
Well,
sometime.
it's not. Yeah.
I like your style.
Yeah. Yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that stuff happened though. That's just how it goes. And they're doing like chemistry reads.
Dude, I think you were being a little flippant earlier. Like, I actually think that there's probably better ways, and Anne Hathaway has suggested better ways to do a chemistry read than just rubbing face with people.
Force
Like,
them to clash their body parts together. You don't think
They're
so?
they're not doing that anymore. Monkiverse, I like that. Yeah, they're not doing that.
Monkiverse is good.
Jake, how many times listen to that Tay-Tay album?
0, sir. I am not
I
one of
think
the
so.
streams. Not one of the
think so.
streams.
You're
No.
damn right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
I know,
Why would
right?
you make that?
Because people love Tay-Tay. People love Tay-Tay, you know?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. He
It's
does
a
too.
phenomenon.
Pass.
Yeah,
Peppy doesn't want to see Tay-Tay, I guess, you know? But yeah.
nothing to do with it.
It's pretty good though. People have been like people are loving it. There's some hate, there's some back and forth with that, but it's just interesting. I know 31 songs is a lot. 31 songs is a lot.
It's too many.
I think if you're a fan, you're probably over the moon, thrilled. But if you're not, you're probably like, shit.
Do you
whatever.
think that there's anyone at this current point that says no to Taylor Swift?
Me.
Like helps her course correct in a way, right? Like
Yeah.
I see.
like
Something other than a yes
31
man.
31 songs. Like there's got to be a dip in quality there. There's got to be something that probably just wasn't ready for prime time. Just let it cook a little bit longer. I don't know, man. I don't. Yeah, who's saying no? Is Travis Kelce saying no? Probably not.
Oh, he's saying, oh,
Probably
hell
not.
yeah. He's saying, bring it on.
He's saying yes every
He's
time.
saying let's
saying
keep
yes,
going. Let's
yes,
get on that
yes.
private jet. I did see a
He's
funny
taking it to the end
infographic
zone all the time.
that someone released, and it was basically charting the tracking the planes that Taylor Swift owns.
Yeah.
That's a lot of That's a lot of trips. More than 31 31 songs for sure. But yeah, who's saying no to Taylor Swift? Who's gonna slow this gravy train?
I don't think anybody's going to. But then again, I start listening to a lot of the songs sound the same, but I know like people that are fans, they love it still. They still love it.
That
so.
was the joke I was going to make a second ago. Is that it was 16 songs, and then she released the same album again on the same,
On the same album.
It's,
It's-
that before, right?
It's different. It's totally different. It's totally different.
Well,
Anyways,
there's like so many versions of the album too, with like different songs too. It's weird to be a collector in this day and age for Tay Tay.
Tay
I
all day.
don't know. I can't call her Tay Tay. It's just not gonna happen. Mouthfeel isn't there for that one.
It happened.
Angel doesn't understand the appeal either of Tay Tay, so
No, it's just noise. It's poppy noise.
and Colonel Guile said, "Good job, comic book
We're
guy."
not the demographic guy.
Yes,
Thanks,
I
Colonel.
Of course, we're not gonna like it, right?
I think it's great.
I didn't get a chance
Like
to say
it.
it. The poll is closed, though. The poll is closed, everybody. And we do, I know, Peppy, we do have a winner, everybody. I don't know if this is the first time, but everybody, our comic book guy himself, Mr. Sean Sutherland, wins Hot Takes. How's it feel, Sean?
Wow. Wow. Let me just.
Yes.
Wow. I cannot
Fantastic.
imagine the lowest possible expectations that you guys were expecting to just be able to exceed that by some little. What the fuck?
What is
By
that?
some little modicum. Thank you. That's wonderful. Oh, here you go. Here's my award. Is a little astronaut, and I'll put him on a cake, and I'll eat some cake later. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
gonna
everybody.
write it down. I'm fucking tattooing it. Put the date in the book.
One Hot Takes today. One Hot Takes. Angel
24th
says, "Good job."
of April.
It's a
Thank
big
you,
day.
Angel. Thank you, everybody. Everybody
big
who just
day.
voted for us. Thank you. My
Mhm.
love for all of you. Thank you, guys.
Putting that out there. Yep. Great job, everybody. And great job on the hot takes. Thank you all for voting. Appreciate it a lot. It goes a long way. And it was a fun time. Congratulations, Sean. Great time, man. Great time. Was it the first time?
It's about damn time.
It's about damn
Yeah.
time.
I was cheated for months.
Everybody who was on with Sabrina
Yo,
was cheated.
man.
I don't know. She was pretty good.
Hey, Sean. It had to happen eventually, right?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Had to happen. Had to happen like.
Love it.
Anyways, everybody. It's so good, right? It is so good. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more later on. But anyways, everybody, a lot going on today. And Rebel Moon 2 dropped, everybody. And guys gotta say, can we talk about Rebel Moon?
Y'all call that a transition, Brian?
I fucking know, Peppy. Give me shit. You give me shit. Man. Can't win sometimes. So, Rebel Moon. This is a disaster, everybody. It's a disaster for
It's fine.
Netflix.
It's great.
It's just a disaster. Like, honestly, they just... Okay, I watched it too, and it's just like, the first movie is like, we're gonna get the band together. Second movie, oh, we're gonna fight. And the Scargiver thing is just like, what a fucking dumb nickname. What dumb nickname? Scargiver? Like, is that all he had? That's all he fucking had? Because the one guy has a scar. Is that the only reason why? She leaves scars. I'm gonna do that. Even the death of the king too. I'm like, oh, so she killed the daughter all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Just
Whatever.
No spoiler alert. No nothing,
Like
Brian.
zero spoiler
I didn't
alert.
even warn anybody.
Ah, right into it.
I'm just saying they want to do like
This
6 of
guy
these
died, it
movies.
was bullshit. This guy died,
My
bullshit.
brother.
They want to do 6 of these movies, everybody. They want to do 6 of these movies. That's the idea. They got 2 in. He's already got plans for their one. Zack Snyder's pushing for, but Netflix had ideas for a movie, or not movie, a video game, comic book stuff, action figures, and I hear they're kind of going back on that. Yeah, the Scargiver. That's what it is, Colonel Guile. There's not a Hadouken right there. But I would say this: it was the fucking. He tried. I mean, they should have left it die. It wasn't good enough to be a Star Wars movie. It wasn't good enough to be a Netflix movie. I mean, greenlit or Netflix or greenlit, yeah, sure. But come on,
shit.
I'll fucking throw out trash. I mean, visuals are always great. Fuck yeah, Zack Snyder with your visuals, but give me more substance. Just give me more. I need to get drunk when I watch this movie. That's all I'm saying. But good for Netflix of finishing this. They're leaving it open for more, but I don't think they will do more. I mean, honestly, I think Zack Snyder seems very positive. More will come, but I don't see it happening. Oh, what do you think, Sean? Do you think that Zack Snyder's getting a Rebel Moon 3, the Scar Taker, or do you think that this is done right now?
Let me just say this. I think that this is the bed that fandom has made themselves. The fact that we got behind a stupid hashtag to get a bloated, overdone poorly edited, 4-hour whatever masturbatory celebration of Justice League was just we should have known this was going to happen, right? He's been pushed, and the dude has got some hits for sure. I've enjoyed some of his shit, but like this is just it just fails on so many different levels. It's just such a fucking disappointment. But it's exactly, you would have told me this was coming 5 years ago, right? Just being able to champion the outrage and just people fucking get behind a hashtag want to support this guy. That's fine, but like, God damn it, this is the same problem I have with Pete today, right? People don't know how to say no to this shit because we got so much bandwidth on this name, and it's what he does, and it could have been such a cool thing. And yes, I understand the need or the want to expand and what is the word, IPness into this whole gigantic
Expand
franchise,
my penis.
and make
Expanding.
it make it kids pajamas and okay. Is this what happens when I win hot takes? I just feel like really empowered to say
Yes.
stupid shit. Okay, cool.
You got
I'll
it.
shut up. But we don't need this kind of stuff, right? Like do it right the first time. Don't tell me what the 10-year plan is at the beginning if you're not going to stick the landing in the beginning, right? Like I want to know and want to have faith in what Zack Snyder is planning to do, of course, but it's not been proven. It's not been proven that he can.
Nope.
So yeah, I don't know. It's all on contracts, I guess, at this point to see how many more chances Netflix will give him.
And they are doing like a Snyder director's cut too of this, and the first one too. They're supposed to be director's cuts.
Of course. Why the fuck not? Jesus.
It's already on Netflix, so why would it not just be the director's cut? You know what I mean? That's what I think. Honestly, just release the Snyder cut of it.
On this if I could.
Peppy would pee on this. He pees on a lot of shit though. Watch your
Thank you,
pillowcases.
Peppy.
But yeah, I just think that I'm saying
I know where I'm not
be a
gonna stay when I
you
visit.
problem.
Jesus Christ. All right. Is it a planner issue? Yes, yeah.
I think it's just an anger issue. It's too much whiskey for Peppy. So those are coming. I just think that overall, he's an alcoholic. Leave him alone. I just think that overall, Netflix needs to tell him no eventually, and they are going to give him more projects. They signed some kind of deal with him, so you will see more Zack Snyder stuff. Will it be more Rebel Moon though, Mike? You think more Rebel Moon? Do you think that they're saying it's doing pretty good? Zack Snyder said it'd be like if you took the numbers. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. If you take the numbers, more people watch this than Barbie. Do you believe him? Do you think that this is bigger than Barbie? This is bigger than anything else? And do you think that because in his eyes it is, we're going to get more of this shit moving forward?
Yeah, he must be incredibly high, Brian, because Barbie made great numbers. And I don't know, Netflix doesn't release their numbers, so maybe he did. Sean, were you saying somebody needs to say no to Taylor Swift?
Yes.
And now you're saying somebody needs to say no to Zack Snyder?
Yep, Mike's
Yes.
100%.
Well,
I agree with
considering
Mike.
that, and considering that the Bene Gesserit's breeding program spanned millennia,
There it is.
how did their social and political goals evolve alongside the genetic manipulation they undertook?
Wait, or what?
See ya.
Hold on.
Peppy's out.
I
Peppy's
was not
out.
prepared for this ambush.
I'm a busy man. I got video games to play.
Right, no, but like Bene Gesserit's, right? Like they had a lot of like stokes in the fire at once, though, right? It wasn't
Right.
just like we got a plan for 8 years. It's like we're gonna try a bunch of shit, and here's a failed Kwisatz Haderach. How the fuck did we get to Dune so quickly? It's not even we're still in the first hour of the show. What the fuck is happening here?
Dune.
I had a very smooth segue. You just missed it, Sean.
Sure.
Better segue than mine apparently earlier.
It's not that I missed it. I was like, this is a fucking real question in 2024. Here we go. This is great.
Getting real.
I don't
Tell
have
your friends to
time
watch.
for Rebel Moon 2. I would like to. I think that Zach is sad that he didn't get to direct a Star Wars movie. And so he tried to make his own, and he wants us to care about it. And I don't blame him for wanting us to care about it, but I don't think that's enough, Zach.
Yeah. I don't think it's enough either. Good job, Mike. Good job. Good job with the questions. I don't think it's enough either. I think overall people are going to be like, yeah, they're forgetting about this. Forget about these movies, just like a fart in the wind be forgot about. You know what I mean? And I think, honestly, Netflix won't forget about it, though, because they do know that I keep hearing that's a little bit of an embarrassment to them. This is a little bit of an embarrassment.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Of course
Can
it is.
Netflix possibly be embarrassed at this point is what I want to know.
I know, right? But apparently there might be something happening behind closed doors about this.
That's bullshit. That's somebody wrote an article saying that they're fully shameless.
Yes.
They're just a face painted on a big sack of money like you'd run out of the bank with. There's no
Give me that money.
There's no humanity in that algorithm.
Give me that money. Give me that money. And Zack Snyder will get still paid for this, which he did. He got paid. He's still making money. He's still doing his thing. And Netflix will keep throwing cash his way, even though this didn't do well. And they'll try to fudge numbers because they don't, like as Sean said, they don't give you the numbers. They don't give you the facts. So they'll just say, yeah, it did pretty good. Behind it close up like, fuck, what are we going to do? I guess try it again. I don't know, but I think that Rebel Moon overall will not get any more movies. There will not be 6 of these. If there's a fourth or third one, I'll be shocked, everybody. I don't expect it. You shouldn't expect it. And I hope that Zack Snyder doesn't expect it either. Because if there does, then God damn Netflix. That's all I can say. Anyways, now it's time for us to get into it. Come on. All right. And now it's time for us to talk about something I didn't think I'd be talking about ever again. And that is the Blair Witch Project, everybody. That's right. Blair Witch Project is being rebooted, redone, remade, reanimated, and rebrought to your theater in a scary way that's not going to be as scary as the original one because, again, the first one was scary because we thought it was real. And that's why it worked. But Blumhouse right now is working on these projects at Lionsgate to all these reboots of all these old franchises, and they're doing Blair Witch. Now, Blair Witch actually, it's one of those movies I don't think you should actually touch. You shouldn't touch it. But there's the original actors from the first one are coming forward. Heather Donahue, Joshua Leonard, and Michael Williams, because this reboot's coming, they're coming forward and being like, hey, we need more money. Which doesn't make any sense to me. They did this under a contract that wasn't SAG, but they're saying because it did so well, they should get paid retroactively what they should have been paid under SAG guidelines. But you didn't.
That's not how that works.
It's not how it works. And so they said they want more money. I guarantee that Lionsgate's fucking laughing about this shit behind closed doors. It's like, want more money. And we also want you to give out $60,000 as a prize to upcoming artists who are going to make a budget on the same budget as the original Blair Witch, and then give them money as a thing so they can make their own movie too, which is noble. It's noble, but that's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen though.
They're saying but no.
Yeah, they're saying it's for acting services rendered in the original Blair Witch Project, equivalent to the sum they would have been allocated through SAG-AFTRA officially. And they want money for the reboot, the sequel, the prequel, toys, games, rides, escape rooms, and all the shebangs. So they said, gimme, more. And what's it all for? My fucking pocketbook. It doesn't work this way. Contracts don't work this way. The business doesn't work this way. And I understand they probably didn't get paid well for it, but again, it was found footage shit. It did have a sequel. Angel did have a sequel. And there was also the porn spinoff. The Bear Wench Project came out too. So
What? Are you serious?
How would you know that?
I remember seeing that family video back in the day.
My goodness.
I mean, it probably made more money. Like it's a great title. Great porn title.
Yeah, it was shot in 4K. The original wasn't.
Bear Wench coming your way, everybody. But what do you think? What do you think, Jake? Okay, you've dealt with some contract stuff, managing stuff. Can these actors go after more money now, this long in the future, for wages that they weren't offered in the contract at that time?
No, I mean they can fight for it, but it won't go anywhere. They're just raising stink. This is about as far as it's going to go as us talking about it right here. So
doesn't smell good, does it?
No, I mean if they had no idea it was going to be successful in the beginning. It was a project and it happened to blow up, and now they're like, oh well, it's doing good, even though we really didn't have that much into it, and they're just trying to ride the coat waves because they spent all the money they made and they need more, and they're like, oh no, let's not do anything new, let's just go after what we did.
Well, I mean, did they make any money at all for the first one though? Because they could have made
ultra low budget shit, Mike.
I think they might have but if I don't even know if there were contracts in the original where they're like, it wasn't a production.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they definitely had contracts, but it was non-union shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just non-union. And so it's bare minimum money. You're not getting anything really. You're not getting these SAG wages. You're not getting what people would expect to get if you're like, oh, I'm on a TV show. It doesn't work that way. It's your movie. You're freaking doing a non-union shoot. That's not. It's supposed to be fake. So of course you're getting nothing. You couldn't even promote them as being actual actors on this as well. I did a project. We never finished it. It was semi like this, like found footage shit, and it was under SAG though, and they never released it. But it was kind of like this. We were found footage shit, but that was falling off of this world. Like people love to do this shit. So, and the reboot again, Jake, can the reboot work? I don't think it can. Can a reboot work at this? Because at this point, it was all about being like, it's real. And now we know long and fucking in the future that it's not fucking real.
Well, no, it won't work. I mean, the best reboot to a Blair Witch is to make a new one and don't tell anybody that you're doing it. And then let people not know that it's real, like just put it out there and say nothing about it in the beginning. And then that's because that's how they did the first one, but it's not going to work. So
I'm sorry. We're all gonna ignore the fact that there's two eyes staring behind Jake. We're all just gonna ignore that fact. Does anyone else see that?
Shit, oh my God.
Like, I'm freaking out this entire segment.
Where
I don't
is
know
it?
what the fuck that is. It's to your left.
Don't turn around.
Do not turn around.
Oh, Jake.
We might lose you, Jake. But holy
right.
shit!
Watch out for the bear wench.
Your left shoulder, there's a demon.
There it is.
Oh shit! See, there's just two. You just stared at.
I don't know what.
Oh no!
What?
It's gone. It's fucking gone.
Yo, if he's staring in the, he's gonna be standing in a corner. We're gonna be fucked. Oh,
Watch out for the bear wench.
How's this go?
Oh boy,
On.
Mike. Mike, can this work?
Amazing, Jake. Oh my God. Can this
Mike,
work?
can this work? Can this work? A reboot of this? And will these kids ever see any more money after all is said and done?
You already said it. The only reason anybody gave a shit, the only reason it had any interest at all, it was because people thought that it might have been real. I remember the scuttlebutt about this. We would have been like, what, like juniors, seniors in high school. People are like, oh, like, is it real? No, it's bullshit. Like, just even that water cooler kind of talk is what propelled it to the amount of success that it had. In terms of them getting paid, I mean, the idea is that, like, okay, so if you didn't make any money on the original, you were paid in exposure, right? And I know that that's bullshit, and people talk about, like, oh, like, you should work for just the exposure, but they got paid a nominal amount, and they also had exposure. Like, that's what you get, bro. Like, you have
Solid
to
point, Mike.
capitalize on that
Solid fucking point.
it's available. And we're a working person's, a working actor's program. We're always supporting the working man. So I think the fact that we're like, hey guys, like, you have to make the most of the opportunity that was given to you. Like, you didn't negotiate any points on the back end at the beginning because you didn't have any power. Like, this is the way the industry works now, and the way that it's always
This is the way.
work. Like,
yeah, I'm
you
not
can't
familiar.
get back after the fact.
Have like any of the original actors like gone on to do anything else or doing like they didn't use this as a vehicle, correct? It doesn't sound like.
No, they didn't use it right. And that happens a lot of times. It just happens a lot of times, unfortunately.
Horror movies didn't have the same kind of cultural cachet around
Back
like
then.
the year 2000 as they do now. There was no A24 to pump that shit skyward.
Yeah.
No, I think that the thing about Blair Witch wasn't about the performance of the actors. It was the novelty of the approach to that storytelling, right? And the way it was filmed and that kind of thing. And that started its own little subgenre within horror, and it was replicated and imitated and all that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, I don't think I remember any of the characters' names. I don't think I remember any of the people in the movie, just because it was secondary. To your point, Mike, like, yeah, the whole gist of this was that it could have been a real thing, right? This footage was found, yada yada yada, like, and then someone did it better, and then Cloverfield became Cloverfield, right? I don't know. It's I feel for him, obviously, because I want actors to be paid a fair way and for them to utilize that in a way to, provide and grow and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just not where it is. So.
Yeah, I wish they would have utilized that shit. I wish they utilized it, made some freaking,
They
made some
probably
good
tried.
choices.
I don't think any of us know like what they did with their moment that they had. They may have tried incredibly hard and just got like slapped down. Like, Charles Barkley.
They went on and produced the Bear Wench Project. That's what they did.
Did they? Were they involved with the Bear Wench? Were they? Were they?
No.
Were they the same?
Johnny Sins was originally one of the.
Who's what?
People.
Watch out for the Bear Wench. She's coming your way. Yeah, I agree. Pep Star. I don't think anybody cares about this. And these kids are these guys. They're adults now. I should say they're adults. I just think whoever's telling them go after money for the future stuff, that it's just barking up the wrong tree, unfortunately for them. So I think they're going to have a big battle coming forward. They think they're going to win this. And at the end of the battle, they're going to lose. Just like the president lost at the end of Civil War. But Civil War came out, everybody. And I don't know if you saw this, but I saw Civil War over the weekend finally. And everybody's been talking about this A24 project. And of course, like, they're kind of pushing on how the society is going these days, and people are kind of, trying to relate it back to what we've been doing and how the world's kind of been divided. But this movie alone, it's got some interesting choices. Of course, how it breaks up. You have the loyalty states, people that are still with the president, who is serving a third term, killing journalists, and also on top of that, dismantling the FBI. So then people break across from the country. You got the Western forces, which is California and Texas, joining forces. And they're saying that this happens because Democrats, Republicans know that they have to save America, so they're going to do it together in the biggest states, so that's why they join together. You have the New People's Army, which is Washington, Oregon, Montana, North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Idaho, Wyoming, and Idaho. I already said Idaho. And also the Florida Alliance, which is Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and Oklahoma. So look, the southern states.
Professional wrestlers there in the Florida Alliance, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Get it. This movie made $45 million domestically, $70 million globally. A24 hit number one the past couple weekends. Alex Garland really pushing this forward. But I will tell you something, mate. For me, I saw this over the weekend, and I would say this about it. I would say that they had a great opportunity with this movie. I would say great opportunity to have. Okay, it's following journalists, right? I think the journalists should have been with the Western forces, and they should have been starting at one side of America. This is kind of a little spoiler, guys, not too much, but I saw with the journalist journey, right? But I think if they would have been like aligned with the Western forces and went across America together to take down the president, because we know very early on, it's all about trying to stop the president. So if they would have had this whole battleground when they're going across America trying to get there, I think it'd been more riveting. And it just felt like a buddy cop movie or like a buddy comedy, like road trip movie to me, as opposed to being this big Civil War thing. I think it was too far in the movie or too far in history for me. So the battles weren't as big as they should have been. If you ask me, I think it could have been better. And I think at the end, they also didn't utilize Nick Offerman enough in this movie. I think they did. And that was like one thing I was very excited about when I saw the trailers for it. I'm like, oh, Nick Offerman as president? Like, fuck yeah, Mike. I was really excited to see. And he's there in the beginning and there at the end a little bit. I think they just didn't utilize him enough. Just didn't, unfortunately. But Civil War is out there. People are still watching. It's number one at the box office. It won again this weekend. And it is a very heavy movie. If you see it, it's very heavy. I still think, though, overall, it could have been better. It could have been a lot better. It really could have been. Anybody see it here? I'll ask before we go to anybody. Anybody see it? Nobody saw it. Okay. Do we think that this was destined to... It's going to be great. Jake, do you think this movie is like destined to fail? Because I'll tell you one thing about this movie without spoiling too much. I feel like they tried to be like too middle ground, and it's like trying to be like, we're not political, but we are political. And I feel like without choosing a direction in the narrative, I think that it suffers. I think you're trying to be too like wishy-washy as opposed to like, we're going to take this narrative and drive forward. Do you think there's any way in this world that they would make more money by staying middle ground? Is it doing better because of that? And if they would have chosen a path of like, we're going all in for one path, it would have maybe bombed at the box office. This is the biggest produced movie ever, 50 million for A24. So it's their biggest production ever.
I don't think, clearly trying to take the middle ground isn't going to work because, it's a civil war. It's the most polarizing thing that can happen to a nation, and I don't think trying to thread the needle is going to make you prove your point one way or another. Like, you have to show both sides and how extreme both sides are, and the ideologies and the level of thinking and the things that go wrong with the lack of communication. There's no middle ground there, so you can't take that route and make a movie on that stance. You have to show how polarized things really are. If there's going to be a civil war, I think that they have to provide that context, and if they didn't do that in this movie, then it's done. So
yeah, dude. And they missed, like, they really didn't like establish why. I mean, pretty much they just buffer around it. Like the president, like I said, he decided to take a third term, and he killed off the FBI. But they really didn't actually say like what the driving force was, or how they actually broke apart, or how these alliances were formed. Like even the thing I told you about California and Texas coming together, that wasn't established in the movie at all. That was what the director said afterwards, Garland. And I'm like
journalists versus the government. Is that like the premise of the whole thing?
Well, no, the journalists are like free to roam the freaking country. The journalists are just making their way across the country. Yeah, there's a map of how America is broken up in Civil War.
Yeah, I'm sure Alaska and Hawaii are pulling their weight.
Oh yeah.
They
don't care.
Get the fuck out
Big
there.
time.
Like we're out.
The way this movie was described to me as like the movie Nightcrawler meets like current political times. And like I thought like it was a very provocative idea for a movie because of course it's very timely. You know, you got polarization, you've got that, you got talk. I mean, you actively have people campaigning on cessation and leaving and Civil War and you know native flight or national flight or whatever. Like all this shit is happening, and from what I can tell, he just didn't either push it far enough, or this could also be showing when A24 stays in their lane, so to speak, in the size and scope of their movies, they do well, right? Maybe this is showing the fact that the studio isn't big enough to take on such a provocative concept, vision, whatever have you. I went and saw Monkey Man instead, and I highly recommend go and see Monkey Man. Dev Patel does a hell of a job. We'll talk.
I almost went to go
later.
see that, and I saw this instead, man.
Well, flip a coin, man. You and I, same place, I guess, or same face. But I want to see this. I still think it. I do hear that like Jesse Plemons, you wanted more of that, of course, and Nick Offerman, you wanted more of that too. But yeah, if it's something you said earlier about journalists that are embedded with one force going across, right? Like, yes, we're all fucked. I get it. But journalists are supposed to be impartial, right? So like maybe that's why they kind of are doing that, to showcase the fact that yes, it's crazy and it's a terrible time to be involved in any of this, and there's real world implications as to what's happening here. But I think it's also just it's a little like too close to home right now.
I think so too.
It's like the effects are too real. You have so much going on. There's so much being pumped into our daily news feed of how important this election is and how you're throwing away your life if you don't do the right thing and all this shit. And it's fucking tough and to just kind of lean into this right now and I don't know, fantasize about this being a real thing. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the time for this. But I think more it was the fact that A24 isn't ready to do movies at this scope and do them justice, and likely the fact that it's just a very hot topic politically. So that's my take. And go,
dude. My Alexa started playing Frank Sinatra in the house right now. I don't know why. It's Frank Sinatra time apparently. But yeah, it's just it was just weird ghost stuff.
Blue Eyes himself.
He wanted to sing me right now. He was singing like the girl from Ipanema to me. And I was like, I don't know why we're talking about Civil War. That's the song we're going to hear. But I agree. I think it's just like, it's too polarized. People are so crazy about the election, all that stuff coming out. I think they thought that was going to be good for the box office, but people aren't. As Queen said, the box office is down. A lot of people aren't going. That Henry Cavill movie came out. Didn't do that well. Very mixed reviews.
Beat the fuck up too. God.
Yeah,
damn.
it really did. I just don't think people are excited about stuff right now. A true fantasy, the Thirsty Daddy says they're Texas and California uniting. True. Thanks, Thirsty Daddy.
Yeah, that's
appreciate you.
Good take.
Hot take, PR.
I agree. But I don't know about this movie overall. Mike, did you have any interest to see this movie?
Yeah, I'm incredibly excited, particularly because they cast Nick Offerman as president.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking great.
They didn't use him enough. I've seen his live show twice. Like,
his live show's amazing.
He's not a politically neutral fellow.
He's
at
not.
all.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who
He's
he is.
lower left quadrant. I don't know if you ever watched Parks and Recreation. He's the ultimate libertarian on that show.
Okay.
And he's somewhere in that quadrant for his live show where he plays himself. What I see, Brian, I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna roll at you anyway.
Unsolicited.
I see. So this is A24's biggest budget movie to date, right?
Yep, to date.
Budget.
To date.
And they made it back, right?
Yeah,
so at the very
they made
least,
it back.
They're in positive. They can't count on
70 million they made, you know?
Everything everywhere all at once, right? That's a
right.
You can't bank on that shit. But what's interesting to me is this is them really reaching out rather than just doing kind of funding smaller budget directors that they believe in. They really pushed forward. They're making this is kind of their version of a Marvel movie. Obviously it costs a sixth as much, but for them, this is a massive stretch, and they made their money back, which means that anything over that, you said they're at 70 million now, Brian?
Yep, 70 million.
That's still going to be a much bigger payday than most of their smaller investments. So I'm really curious. I don't know what this means for their investment portfolio moving forward, if they're going to keep trying to, because their batting average is so high. I couldn't blame them for doing another big investment like this movie.
Yeah,
exactly. Because
they're gonna learn from it.
Because they've shown that they can pick them, right, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
My brother,
they absolutely
my
have.
brother.
Yeah, they absolutely have. I think they've been they've bided their time and done so much at a certain level consistently that, like, yeah, maybe it is like, we have to make a stand. We have to make a move here, take a chance on something bigger and see how it goes. It's just, it's possible.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Could just be an experiment. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is something.
I mean,
it is something new from them. So I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
as to what's going on.
Because they do to keep growing, like they keep making better and better stuff. They keep having more and more projects. Before, like they have a lot of movies coming out too, and they have that deal with HBO with Max, where they're releasing all their content to there too.
It seems weird, Brian, that a house like this would have their eye on the sky, though, because they're like a little indie deal, but they're creeping fast.
It's coming. I think what Colonel Giles said, let's talk about when it becomes an actual blockbuster, when they actually make a blockbuster, which I think is down the road. This is a test.
This is how they get there. This is how they get there.
They're culturally relevant. They had everything everywhere all at once. Like that was close.
Yeah, very close. Jake, what do you think? Do you have any urge though to go to the theater and see this and stuff? Like, again, from the promos, the teasers and stuff, there's nothing drawing you because you haven't seen it either. I think a lot of people haven't actually gone because the reviews are pretty good for the most part, but I think that there's just not a drive for it. Is that something to do with it being political? Is that people like already don't want to go there because they want to just turn shit off and go to the theater and enjoy it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Like Sean was saying, is it the kind of there's so much political. Who wants to go to the theater and get more of this, when it's supposed to be a place of refuge to kind of get away from it, so that could be a part of the reason why it's not quite as popular as they might have thought. But like Mike said, it made its money back and now they have a budget for the next movie, so it'll be interesting to see where they take it. As far as me going to see it, I probably won't. Not that I don't want to, but I try to avoid political stuff, so
yeah. It's a freaking. I thought this was gonna be like. I didn't think this was gonna be political like this. I thought it was gonna be. And they say they're not political, but it's pretty political.
Oh, it's politics. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be like a little bit more of like just a battle. Like America has to come together to like take down a freaking person that fucked up America. But this was more like, oh well, we're dance around it and shit. And you can tell it's a $50 million budget. And they would spend like 150.
There's gonna be a lot more than just one person if they take down the country. It's never gonna be just one.
Right. But even like the stuff they charge the White House at the end of it, not to spoil too much, but it's just fascinating. I gotta tell you what they missed out on, and I will say this over and over again. I know they only had $50 million. But the music was great, the movie. But when they're charging the White House, why the fuck did we not get Guns N' Roses Civil War? Like, I would have loved to have heard that song right there. America, fuck yeah, God King.
Right there.
Right, I know it wouldn't have probably. They probably would have been like, fuck, we can't afford that shit. But it would have been fucking great. I don't need your Civil War. They're fucking great. That's all I can say. But I think there would have been I think
There's
it would
so
have been a
many
Civil
better
War.
good Civil War songs. I'm sorry. There's so many better songs
There
about
really
the Civil
is.
War. So hold on.
I love that song. I love that song though. I don't know.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
Sean.
fun.
Whiskey
Ken
know.
Tierney
over
Ford
there.
wants to have a word with you. He's done them all.
What the
He's
fuck are
done
you
both
talking
sides.
Pepe's lost. Pepe's so lost.
I
Sorry,
know.
Pepe.
But I would say there would be a Civil War if Deadpool Wolverine sucks, but the trailer's out and I want to talk about, so that leads me to our feature story of the night. All right, I want to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, or as Hugh Jackman tweeted at one point, Deadpool, Wolverine and asshole. That's what it was. Wolverine and asshole. But Deadpool and Wolverine, the trailer came out, and dude, I freaking love it. I watched it already, but I want to watch it with you guys too. We'll talk about it. I woke up at like 6 in the morning. It was out the other day, and I was like, what the hell? But they had Madonna's like a prayer playing in the trailer, which we'll see in a second, which I think really fit well with the whole story. And this is 6 years since Deadpool 2 came out. Fucking nuts. But there's a lot.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Oh, fuck.
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Oh shit!
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
We're not afraid to drop the F-bomb in this.
A lot of F words, yeah.
I don't know anything about saving worlds,
So Ryan Reynolds showed up.
but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
I am soaking wet right now.
Overrated.
Boys are so
Hugh
silly.
Jackman still got it.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
They almost showed us one thing about
Cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even forest bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. I can't.
Okay, Forrest Bump, credit where credit's due.
I'm just saying. I saw some people in the trailer and they're saying that it doesn't look that good, but I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this.
Anything. You can't say anything because they didn't
They-
show us anything that
Oh.
happened.
They did though. They
Okay.
did though. They gave us a hint at what version of Wolverine this was, which I'm happy to break it down. Of course, I'll be that guy.
You can't be
We got to
serious.
see Cassandra Nova. We understand who the main villain is. We got to understand a little bit more of the environment that which it takes place in. Like, I think we got a little bit of it. It wasn't a great trailer. I definitely thought, like, it's become such a trope in trailers. Like, I feel like we watched the Borderlands trailer a few weeks back, and it had like a similar kind of beat to it, right? Where it's like all of a sudden action, nostalgic song drop, right? Like, and that's supposed to mean something. So like, I feel like that's a little played out. I'm gonna see the fuck out of this. I know that for sure. And I don't want everything spoiled for me. I can already spoil it for myself just by paying attention and going frame by frame, looking at the details. But I don't want to. I don't want to be that person. But I have to be sometimes, because that's just how this whole thing works.
A lot of Easter eggs, man. A lot of Easter eggs in this shit.
I think that's the problem, and I think that, well, it's not a problem, but like, to Mike, right? Of course, like, there's a lot of things going on, but what substance is there? For me, it was much more like, oh fuck, I'm picking up a lot of the strands from the teaser and this trailer and like other little like plans, and like, of course I didn't want to pay attention to any of the leaks, but it's hard not to when they're there, and a lot of the similar exactly, right? Yeah, like all that kind of spoiled shit. So
that's all I give a shit about at all. I want to see TVA shit, man.
No,
I mean, they jump through a friggin' Doctor Strange sling ring portal too. Like,
right, but
that's gonna be
they
cool.
They just do that at the end. Like, they're right there. That's why I'm saying almost something happened.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, it's a lot of promise. It's a lot of like little things, but I did like the fact that we got a full shot of Cassandra Nova, and like, her, a little bit of sense of how she's going to be played as a villain, which I think is going to be nice and a little true to form. That's her. That's Cassandra Nova.
There she is. Yeah.
And for people Professor that don't know,
sister, half sister.
It's a sister that Charles Xavier tried to kill in the womb.
Fuck.
So there's a lot, and I've got, if you're interested in learning more about Cassandra Nova, pick yourself up the new X-Men Omnibus, created with Grant Morrison, restarting and relaunching the X-Men in response to the Fox movies, of course. So they're gone are the days of the flashy costumes, and it's just all black leather, but a couple good things in this read, and Cassandra Nova played a huge part in it. So there you go.
She's really, they're really pushing her to the forefront here, and she hasn't been in a movie before too. So hopefully she's awesome. I think it will be pretty cool to see her. And then the Void, a lot of the Void in this.
Oh,
yeah, first timer. Yeah, and then there was something online being like, and I don't mean, it might be stretchy, it might be just like a standard kind of fight move, but people were saying, I saw like Tim talking about Spider-Man, but Spider-Man 1, there's a fight sequence and with Flash, Tobey Maguire's and Flash, and they're saying that they had the same sequence in this movie too. I'll show you right here. Here's a little that's going on the internet, like, it's the same fight move from Spider-Man 1. Everyone's going friggin' nuts about this. Well, it is the same friggin' thing, but I mean,
it's just dodging. Guys,
it's just dodging.
Spider-Man did dodging. Yeah,
throwing wrenches, man.
I toyed with that idea too, that maybe that's just standard movie making.
Yeah. Do you think it's deliberate, Mike?
But no, that's deliberate. That's a nod.
You think so? You think that's a nod?
Yeah, I think that's a nod, Brian.
Do you think he's gonna say, "Oh, my spider senses are tingling" after this fight sequence right there?
I think he's probably gonna say, "Oh no, Uncle Ben, no." That's what yeah. Guaranteed, I'll bet on it too.
Well, we're gonna find out. We'll find out very soon. But I that's a nod. There's also more Easter egg stuff with like the Red Skull. The Red Skull's car's in this, but it has Iron Man's face on the head ornament. The head, what's it fucking called? The hood ornament. Yes, fucking losing fucking words from my mind tonight. So yeah, it is the same. I know, but there's that. Oh, Sean's got something else here. What's that? What else is going on there, Sean?
So if you're interested to learn why some of those items were in the background, or why it looked like Cassandra Nova was coming out of the helmet of Ant-Man, giant Ant-Man, go ahead and pick yourself up the Wolverine Old Man Logan collection, introduced to the Wasteland timeline. You'll enjoy it. Thank me later.
Seeing you, Sean.
That's some hot takes right there.
No,
That's some hot takes.
yeah, I mean, I
Absolutely.
don't know how much I really want to get into it and ruin everyone's time with my nerdery on this, but it's very clear where this is going to take place within a comic book environment, but also I can see why. Again, right? We know that the 20th Century Fox logo was destroyed right there, and all that set footage that released was them fighting around it. Like I totally understand the Wasteland's going to have this huge role in it, and that's just the darkest timeline of the heroes losing because the villains finally banded together and took over America, and it's going to be great. It's going to be cool to see that. I think that if they do this right, yeah, it could play off well. But no, it's again.
I think they got this.
I am going to go. I'm going to go into this as much as I can, not overanalyzing it. And for fuck's sake, there's like 2 or 3 months left until this thing comes out. So
July can't come soon enough, Sean.
July can't come soon enough, and hopefully this time I won't be, used in a bad context. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Jake? Does this make you excited about Deadpool and Wolverine, or do you kind of feel like, it's not doing enough for you?
I feel like I don't know enough after Sean just talked, so I'll go watch in the theater, and that'll be it. So,
but you do want to see it, though.
Yeah,
You have,
of course
you
I
have an
want to
urge.
see it. Yeah, I have
You
the
have to
urge.
do your homework first before you earn the privilege.
I never said you have to do homework. I'm
No,
just
but
saying
this is what is implied
Well,
by
I mean,
fucking making
Oh, that's fair. That's a good
Yeah,
a
point.
trailer
Yeah.
like that, where the
Go
only
get this
interest
book.
is somebody who's done their homework.
Right. There you go. Look at him. He's so
Can't get
fired
enough
up.
of that. He's so
Right.
fired up.
Yeah.
It would be kind of cool. They said like he's a variant. You know what I mean? They're saying it's a variant. It's not the same Logan. Mr. Sinister. We got in the chat. People be like, "Why is that Mr. Sinister?" I think because Mr. Sinister is rumored to be the villain for the X-Men movie, but he's already the villain on X-Men '97. And I do kind of also think you pointing at me, Mike. I do also think
Give me some facts.
that on top of that, I think that this could be just saying this could be the same Logan from X-Men '97. What do you think, Sean? Is that possible? This all
No.
bleeds together.
Well,
Can't be
okay, so that's funny you say that, because I did also see that in the news, the ex-showrunner said, you guys haven't seen anything else, like wait for episodes 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, this show's so good.
I honestly, if they backdoored, like some kind of like this Logan, I don't know why I'm doing that backdoor motion, don't worry about it. But like,
creepy.
but
This
if
Logan.
they do that, that'd be amazing. I just feel like they've biffed so much recently in this generation of Marvel or this era. Yeah, I just I'm not even done. I'm not even done with it. Okay, I'll take it.
No, no,
Good night,
just get a little.
everybody.
No, you keep going. Keep going.
No, what I'm like, could it be possible? Sure. And I didn't think about what he said until you said what you said, if that makes sense. But no, I think I don't know. There's too much. There's too much that this movie has to do to fix Marvel, and like to chance it on the success of X-Men '97. I think that's a little bit too much faith, right? Like, I don't know. Like the last time we tried to do that, where a show was gonna launch another show or a movie, right? Like Miss Marvel and the Marvels, that didn't work. That was not a good blend and a good step forward for that. So I don't think that they would take that chance. But at the same time, they can say they did after it works. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I do think that'd be really
crazy
cool
fucking thing.
if they did do it.
What a
And
twist.
X-Men '97 though, that 5th episode. Sean's like, "Did you watch the 5th episode?" Well, I eventually did watch that 5th episode. Oh my god! If you guys aren't watching X-Men '97, that 5th episode, they're like, oh, they go adult in this shit, man. They get in there. And then the 6th episode, it gets even deeper with like bringing people back together. And I can't wait for it. Tonight, the 7th episode comes out.
Hey,
7 episodes tonight. Yeah.
calm down.
I'm excited, Pep
Okay.
Star. Excited, man. We'd be excited. Come on, man. Have a Snicky snack in the corner and take a chill pill.
Everybody take a chill pill.
I told you to take a chill pill, man. It's okay.
Oh, no, hell no.
Maybe one day he will.
Hey, Chinchilla, why you teasing me?
Yeah, well, he's all excited. He's all excited. But this is, I think this trailer is a solid move forward. I think it is. And again, yeah, there's still a lot that's going to happen. Hopefully, they haven't given shit away. I love they're still teasing with the Kevin Feige shit, having fun with it, being like Kevin Feige says we can't talk about cocaine. I think that's fun, and I think that Ryan Reynolds is going to have some good moments in this. And Hugh Jackman looks like he still fucking hasn't missed a beat. It looks great. It looks fucking great.
But like, do you think this trailer convinced anyone that wasn't already? Yes, it's that thing. You found it. That's the
at?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
What?
Okay, that's weird. He found his ghost.
Oh, it does look like there's eyes.
Right
I thought you were
here.
just joking earlier.
No, right there.
Oh no, I'm serious. There's eyes right there. There's eyes been there the entire damn
I
thing.
only see one eye now.
Oh, forget it. Okay, sorry. My question was, do we think that this trailer is going to convince anyone to go see this, or was this more just like let's pump up the same audience, right?
Fan service
I don't
stuff.
think that, I don't think that there was anything here to like convince a fence sitter or like a non-Marvel fan,
They
I
must
don't
be
know.
convinced that they have everybody. They're like,
Could be
we're
Could
be.
Marvel. We are
It
the
could be.
movies. We're the only movies that they make anymore. Like,
Right.
if you're gonna go see
Yeah.
a movie, you're gonna go see one of us.
Well, that's the ego that kills you, though. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
Maybe unless you own every
Unless you
gas
own it,
station on the
right?
block, like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
some
that'll come
kind of
apart.
board game situation, Mike. It's not like a
that's
guess
a lie,
who.
Sean. You're
Uh,
marketing. You know that's a lie.
Marketing. Yes, marketing.
and Queen, I actually doubled for James Marsden before, so putting that out there, the Cyclops thing. So I can be Cyclops. Yeah. I think you're right, Sean. I think this is just amping up the fan base. Already is probably pretty excited about this. And I think overall, will it bring new people in? Maybe if they make their friends watch it, be like, see, I wasn't lying to you. Hugh Jackman's coming back. Then maybe that would bring more people in. But I think overall, it's hyping us up because the people that want to see us are very excited to see this. So, and people want X-Men. This is an X-Men 97 is a huge wave right now, and I hope that could bring more people to the theater for this too, couldn't it, Sean?
Yeah, I really hope you're wrong about the connection to X-Men.
Oh, he's thinking about it now. It's the yellow suit, man. It's the fucking yellow suit.
It's a lot of things, actually, to be quite honest. But like the timing of this trailer, I think, was also very interesting. Why would you?
If you would have said Bub,
now?
If you would have said Bub, I'd be like, I'm fucking sold. Shut up, Bub.
I would have busted right there.
Right.
Friday yet.
Oh, busted makes me feel good, Mike. So I know that part. Yeah.
Great ass.
No, I hope it's not the case, but yeah, it's. Did we need this so far away still? Like we already knew this is coming. Like
Who wants to go
I
see
don't know,
this
man.
with me?
I'll go with you, Pep Star.
yeah, I bought a ticket already.
All right. See, already bought a ticket. I think that though, this doesn't need the hype, but I know it's going to do well. I know it's going to do well. And I think the question Sean put out there is very, very, very viable. It's like, will more people come forward because of this trailer, or is this just for the fan base? Let us know what you think about that in the chat. But I do think that overall, people are going to come out and see this. I think they will. Wolverine is ready to rock and roll again one more time, or at least maybe 3 more times. I think he's back for at least a few more movies. Hugh Jackman's ready to rock that yellow suit into the fucking horizon. So, if you ask me, Sean's shaking his head. Shaking his head.
Listen, I've got nothing against Hugh Jackman. I thought that he gave us a wonderful portrayal of this character. If you would have just Logan was fine. I loved Logan. It was a great send out, and there's Mike. But I love Logan. I thought Logan was great.
Oh shit.
I don't
Stop.
need
Just
I
stop.
don't need it continuously. It's okay. It's okay for things to end, right? I know it's scary, and I know you're putting so much hope into new things and untested whatever. It's okay to let things just exist and be done
Better
and be
get
like
on
a
the groove
complete
train.
story. I don't know.
Well, it is okay, Sean, but they're
The
not going to
movie
let it
could
happen.
still suck.
It
People are
could
going to
suck.
see this, but it could still suck.
It could suck.
Too much hype. That's always a thing. But yeah, it has to fix so much. It has to fix so much
Logan
in
was great.
Marvel right now, and
Have not seen
I
Logan.
think as long as it
So
as it
good.
delivers that, people will like it, right? But
Yep.
no,
Even
please go see Logan. How have you not seen Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah, forget all this other shit. Go watch Logan.
Wait, what the fuck, Jake? Hold on a second.
Watch Logan. Fucking watch Logan.
Where is that streaming at these days?
I think it's on Disney Plus,
Everywhere.
isn't it? And I'll maybe on Max and Disney Plus.
All right.
Last I saw it was and then they did release an adamantium cut of the Logan movie. Did you guys see that?
I don't think I've seen that.
It was like a black
Daphne
and white,
Keane. So
they
good.
call it the adamantium cut. It was great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Daphne King is awesome, and there's rumor that she could be in this too. So we'll have to wait and see. But a lot of news with this. I can't wait to see it. Again, lots of Easter eggs, lots of things happening here, and I think that overall, I'm hoping this movie's gonna be great. I know a lot of us are, and hopefully this didn't spoil too much. Didn't seem like it did. And July again can't come soon enough because Deadpool and Wolverine are gonna team together for probably not the last time. So get ready for it, guys, because I know I am. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Happy hump day. Hope you had a humpy hump time. Appreciate you every time you're here joining us. Happy to be back on a Wednesday with the crew here. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. It was a lot of fun. I got a new computer, Sean, so things are fucking working actually better. That's why you see more stuff popping up.
I love it. I'm loving the transitions. It's definitely not way too much.
Hey man, hey.
And here we go.
Sean's very happy about this. He's so happy about this right now. He just, he's having a good time.
Indeed.
He's like, no, man, you can stop. You just freaking stop. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Mr. Jake Slonecki, Mr. I Know himself, thank you for helping me out in the chat, helping out, being here, helping produce behind the scenes. Appreciate you, man. Hope you had a great night. And everyone, check out IronOakSmoke.com. Check it out.
Yeah, there's a little bit going on over there. Not much, but it's building, growing. So that's cool.
Shit's going down, Jake. Come on. Be serious. Be serious up there.
I'm being serious.
Well,
you're over here.
I'm over here. I'm over here, man, down here. And Mr. Mike Casey, our resident intellectual himself. Thank you so much for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you bringing some sentimentalizing fucking questions and comments and just bringing in the groove thing tonight. Appreciate you, man. Hope you had a great night.
Like you were about to have a Hathaway audition over there.
Oh no!
Here we go. Let me just knock these out.
I go, woo!
That's all I really want to say. Thanks for being on the show with me tonight, guys. Thanks for having me on tonight, Brian. Thanks to everybody in the chat. I had a blast. I know it was a lot of masculine, testosterone laden energy. We got Ryan Reynolds with a stocking over his head making dumb 14-year-old jokes.
Yes.
But that's how it rolls sometimes on a Wednesday.
Stop
It's true. It's very true, Mike.
Is this getting weird?
Oh, yeah!
Stop whining.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. And Mr. Sean Sutherland, welcome back to Kruse Control, man. Appreciate you as always. Happy hump day. Happy to have you back. Hope you had a great time. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Always a wonderful time speaking with you, Brian, and Jake and Mike. Thank you very much for the talent. GR, lovely to see everybody in the chat. And I won fucking hot takes.
You did.
So I'm gonna go buy a lotto ticket,
did.
and maybe we'll come back. I'm bringing it back next week. I'm just gonna keep rolling it back. And
bring it back, man.
So,
okay, well,
yeah,
well,
you're gonna
I want to see that. I want to see it, man. I want to see it happen. I'm excited to see it. And Peppy loves you too, Queen. Peppy's he's had a great time tonight. He was really happy to be here too. So appreciate you guys. Honestly, Sean, good to see you. So good to see you, man. It's been too long.
I'm right there, buddy. Right there with you.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Spread that word. Numbers keep going up. You got to tell your friends. You got to tell your family. You got to spread the word. Because numbers keep going up. Now you got to like and subscribe to our Patreon if you can and keep spreading it around the universe. You got to tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmas and grandparents that came down from Pluto, landed smack down in Saturn, and then had fucking Saturn babies. And the Saturn babies became chinchilla Saturn alien fucking igloo things. And those igloo alien chinchilla babies flew down back to fucking Venus, and then they became Venetian fucking worm-like alien cube fucking bitches, and they found Kruse Control, they subscribed, they went to the moon, they went to fucking that moon base with all the moon worms, and the fucking moon worms came down from fucking Targaryen, and they fucking had dragons, and the dragons subscribed, and you can subscribe too, with all the mailmen, the fucking chinchillas, and all the beavers, and the badgers, and the bears, oh my, and the kangaroos, and all those woodland creatures. I'm talking about the marsupilamis out there, every little thing that's microscopic, all the way down those big-ass motherfucking elephants, and those fucking T-Rexes themselves. They subscribe, you can subscribe, we can all subscribe, and those fucking chickens who go peck it up on your penis. Anyways, everybody, have a great night. Appreciate you. As always, we will see you again. They do something. We'll see you on Friday. Have a great rest of your week. Back to our regular schedule on Friday. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Have a good week. And hump it up if you can tonight. If you can't, save it for Friday because, we might have a few drinks and then humping ain't easy on a Friday, but sure is fun. Anyways, and until then, everybody, see ya.